Hello everyone, this is Diane. Thanks for coming to my channel and joining me in my craft room. I really appreciate it. Before I get started today, I want to say hello and thank you to Deborah and Margaret C. and Lena. Thanks for commenting on my videos like you do, and I really appreciate your support. Well, I'm going to be starting on Flea Market Fresh journals using the Kathy Holden fabric, and what I have here, this is what was at the quilt store that I was at, and it was the flat lay ephemera, so it's not overlapping at all. But I think I want to use this at least for part of the cover, and I also got the layer cake fabric, so the 10 by 10 assorted pieces. I don't have all of them right here, but maybe use these two like pieced together, because I don't know, there's all this cream space around it, but I think it's okay. It depends on where I cut it, how I cut it for the cover. And I've been intimidated to start this book, this journal, because there's just so much that can be done with a journal called Flea Market Fresh, with all of the flea market items that I find, all of the ephemera that I could use, all of the pages that I could use, and the fabrics. It just seemed so overwhelming. But I think I decided to just go ahead and start with signatures, because I don't know what kind of fabric or what kind of cover I'm going to use. Is it going to be a soft cover fabric cover, or will it be a hard cover that is covered with this fabric? I don't know yet. But I remembered that I had purchased some digitals from, oh, I just looked it up. It's something Pixel. Oh my goodness, I'm so terrible. It's something Pixel, and I will link it below. Pixel Fix, P-H-I-X, I don't know. I'll look it up. That might not be it. But this is called Spree. S-P-R-E-E, and I also, at the same time, I fell in love with all of her kits, and I got one called Bloom, and I got one called Sweet Tea, and then I got two that were just strips, like collaged strips, like that. Each strip was a different design. So I couldn't print any of them because I ran out of my nice paper, so that's coming today. It will be delivered sometime today. But I did have enough paper to print my 5 pages and my envelopes of Spree. So you can see here why I love it. It looks like it's the things that I purchase at flea markets, and they're collaged. So I look at this and I think, I have those receipts, I have green stamps, I have these tags, and I have all this stuff that I could make these collages and this. So that inspires me to do these little collages throughout the book, but also have them featured on the pages like this. And it comes with this ledger page that you can print on the back, which is really awesome. So when my pack of paper comes today, I will be printing the other kits also, and then I'll see what I have, and I might mix and match them. And yeah, so I don't know how many journals I'm going to make. I want to make one for myself, but I figured I would just print all of these pages that I was just mentioned from this digital shop, and see what I can do with that. And I probably wouldn't make them all at once. Spread them out, because I get bored if I'm doing the same thing over and over. So I do want to make this one, and it comes with pockets. So these are cute collaged pockets. So this is, taken from that right there. And they fold to look like that. And it comes with tags, and the tags fit into the pockets, but I would not put these tags in the pocket. I would put something more plain in the pocket and put these in a more plain pocket, if you know what I mean. I think it's just too much to have all of that right there. So, but I love these little pockets. They're so cute. So 1, 2, 3, 6 pockets. I think 6 tags. So I print these on cardstock. And also I printed these on cardstock, little journaling cards. There's quite a few of those. And these are labeled bookmarks / belly bands. So you could cut those to the size you want to be a bookmark or a belly band or whatever else you want to use them for. And then there's a page of tabs. Now the thing with the tabs in her kits are they're like this. So when you fold them, this part is where you can glue it, and it's kind of upside down from what I'm used to seeing. So what I would do is just cut that there and glue the 2 sides together. But I won't cut them until I'm ready to use them, so the pieces stay together. But these are just fun ledger, polka dot, grid. So these are like, they're perfect with the flea market stuff, right? So I've got these, and I have my paper cut, and it measures 10 3/4 by 8 1/4 with my printer. So I pulled out a bunch of papers. Most of this is flea market purchases. I do have a pad of Tim Holtz paper, so I think I will, this is memoranda. I think I will choose 1 page out of here for each signature. And then I have all these others. So all I want to do today, I'm running out of crafting time today. It was my errand day, so I don't usually have a lot of time for crafting. I just put that on the floor next to me. It's too big to put it here. So all I'm going to do is take some of these papers that I have and start cutting them to go in my journal. And you can join me. We can chat. So I'm going to take this one. This is the Tim Holtz paper. This one has maps on it. So I think I'll keep this part at the top and cut it at 8 3/4, no, 8 1/4. And of course, keep that for something. And I'll cut it here because I want to keep these extra pieces that are on here. 10 3/4. I would like to talk to you about my plans. So I guess I'll keep him because I do buy a lot of vintage photos at flea markets, so I'll leave him on there. Just cut this piece off. I've been doing a lot of thinking, you know, and I keep talking about semi-retirement and stuff like that, you know. And I found that when I think it's only been 1 week since I tried to be semi-retired. And when I slow down and don't do as much and I have time to think, it is troublesome for me. And I get very anxious and, well, I shouldn't say very anxious, but I do get anxious and I get antsy, fidgety, like I can't concentrate on things, like I'm trying to keep my mind busy, I guess, so I don't focus on things that I don't want to think about. And I realized that I guess I only need 3 pages. I'm only cutting pages for 1 journal for now. I need to focus on me right now, and there are certain things I need to work on that have nothing to do with junk journaling. So I am going to work this week. This is the last week in August. we'll get September started on Thursday, but I'm just gonna complete the week working on this journal, and then I'll make videos along the way, and then I'm gonna take a break, and I'm going to take a break for about a month. And I don't know if you'll see videos from me during that time. I don't plan on it, but if I decide to start making a journal for myself, I don't want to do anything for the shop, except I have an exception. It won't be crafting, but if I decide to just work on a journal for myself, then I might do videos of that. Or if I decide to do some art journaling or collaging or something, I might video those things. So you might see some videos from me, but my channel just might be pretty silent for a month. And I hope that you'll still be here when I come back, because I do intend to come back. I love my channel. I love my shop. I love what I do. And it's not easy to have a job that you love as much as I love this. So I don't want to lose it. So I hope that you will be patient with me and wait for me. So the exception is, as far as doing anything for the shop, is I still need to keep moving stuff out. So I may be working on some destashing while I am taking my break from crafting. So there could be destashed stuff in my shop, but definitely there will be flea market stuff that I'm still working on moving out. So you will see me as I list things, but generally if I list a batch of stuff and all of the stuff that I put in that video sells, I take the video down, just because I don't want to clutter up my channel with useless videos. And they're useless once all the stuff is sold. These are pages from a guest book from a wedding. So I wanted some small pages in here too, not all full-size pages. So I'll take some of these. So I have a lot of different types of pages, and probably too many to put one of each in each signature. So I'm cutting them, one for each signature, but I may not use all of the pages in each signature, so I can save those for the next journal. I have greeting cards, so I will probably sew one into the signature, each signature, because I have a lot of greeting cards. So I think I love this. Is she too wide? She's too wide. But I will trim her because I love her and I want her in my journal. So it needs to be 10 3/4. Well, let me just measure this. Half size. That's about, it's a little over 5.5, so I'm going to cut this to 5.5. Works. And what's the height like? Height is good. It's a little too. I love this. I might just tuck that into a pocket. Put that in. Oh, these letters don't belong in this bundle. These letters belong in my letter envelope. These are cute. I would tuck them into a pocket because they open this way. They are adorable. I like her. I'll put her in my journal. Okay. Now, I got these calendars out. Just got these recently with the ledger and the pockets, and they're pretty fragile. I'm not sure how I want to use them in a journal. If I put it this way, I would definitely have to reinforce because it would crack at the fold. And then I could use this. I'd have to reinforce the top of it so this doesn't crack. It would take a lot of reinforcing. So I might just use these. I might just glue these down sometime. I don't know if I'll use them in this journal or not. Maybe I'll find some other calendar pages because I often find calendars. But if I put these in one of my large journals, I might be able to glue this down as a pocket. I don't know. I think I'll go with a different kind of calendar page for this journal. Okay, what do I have next? Book pages. So I decided to go with children's book pages because I'll have a lot of vintage things in here. I might need to add more color, although the cards and the scrapbook or the digital papers add a lot of color. And I'm going to also add, oh, I didn't bring wallpaper in with me, but I would like to have wallpaper and wrapping paper. So I might change these out for a different kind of a page. We'll see. But I'll cut them for now. I could use some children's pages and some other pages. But I find a lot of children's books at the flea market, so definitely one of these cloth pages. I kind of like being able to see where the sewing was there. I'll just cut it with my scissors. Now I'm going to trim just the bare edge of that off so I don't have a crease anywhere. There, that works. And I think that's okay that way. And maybe this page with the lady playing the piano. That could be my son and my daughter. It was more my grandchildren that were interested in hearing me play the piano than my kids. Although I did play like children's songs for them when they were very little. But I played those same songs for my grandchildren. I had an old Disney songbook and just other old songbooks that I found here and there that I played for my kids and my grandkids, so that's a good memory. But my grandkids were really interested in the piano, in hearing me play and singing at the piano and stuff like that. Not me singing, all of us singing together. So I guess that's enough book pages for now. Aren't I lucky to have so many wonderful children's book pages? Next category is ledger and log books. So this is the log of an amateur radio station. And this one has a lot of writing on it, but that side is blank. I'm going to leave that part on. And then I have an old ledger. And I think that's all I brought in. Just this pile of ledger pages, so I'll put 2 of this ledger in here and 1 of the logbook. Another thing I often find is stationery. So I brought in some assorted stationery pages. Got this cute one with the cat. I'm allergic to cats, but I grew up with cats. I think I was allergic when I was young, but it wasn't severe. I remember my throat itching a lot when I was young, but I didn't know what it was. But after I had kids, the allergy became much more severe. And Mary's Bears and some sunflowers. So anyway, I like cats, but I'm allergic to them. But I'll have a cat in my journal. I also find a lot of music at flea markets. This is a book that I just found last week, I think. An adult beginner piano book with big notes, but it's not childish songs and childish pictures. And it's not really old, so it's not fragile. And this one is a children's book. And this one is not a lesson book. It's a more advanced piano book. And I didn't even pick out scrapbook paper except for the Tim Holtz. So I don't know. The only reason I would want to, I think, is to have the white side, the blank side for writing on. But we'll see how much writing space there is. And besides, I'm trying to journal a new way with less writing and more gluing and collaging, so I might not need the scrapbook papers. I like to include scrapbook papers because I have a lot of them and they're pretty. I'm picking up my pile of gift wrap. I often find gift wrap at flea markets. I think I just have this little scrap piece. I want to use that somehow in my journal, just to use it. So I'm going to find some of my vintage pages that I like a lot. I really like this one. I really love this one, but I think I've used that in one of my other books. I put this in with my gift wrap, but it's a tablecloth. It was like a birthday party tablecloth. I think I'll put that in my journal. Yeah, I don't think I'll have any problem with adding color to my journals. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I'll fold it this way. See if it'll fit here. Cut it at 10 3/4. No, I'll cut this one at 10. Doesn't have to be the full width. And I'll cut it at 8. I'll cut it smaller than that, 7 3/4. So it's half an inch shorter than the main pages. And then I'll trim off the fold. That will be a fun page. One of those. I don't know which one I'll use for mine. And the other page will go in another journal. It's fun rummaging through my wrapping papers. I love this one. I will look through the journals that I've made for myself in the last year and see if this is in one of them. And if it is, I'll use something else and put this in someone else's journal. I used to play jump rope a lot when I was young. And I love pink, so she can be me. And I loved playing with my dolls. This little girl is washing her doll's clothes. We had little doll bunk beds for our baby dolls, my sister and I did. And we had a metal dollhouse that was all open on one side of it. And we had little plastic furniture and little plastic dolls, and we had a playroom in our big old farmhouse. And I loved being in that playroom playing with my dollhouse. Okay, that's the wrapping paper. That's a wrap on the wrapping paper. Another thing I wanted to make sure I included were some pages from my atlases. I have big atlases, so I wanted some map pages and maybe index pages. I don't think I have found very many atlases this year. I haven't bought any anyway because I have enough pages from atlases, but some years I just kept finding them. Some of them were huge, like this one. Some were good size, but not huge. And I'm gonna just trim off the ragged edge and maybe just cut it so that it goes that way, right? Yeah. So I could fold this up. There's my Tim Holtz paper. Make a little pocket there. This is all I brought in with me. The map paper is the last of it. But like I said, I forgot the wallpaper. This one is a black and white city map, but it's pretty fragile. I might just use that for collage. This one will be great because it will be right side up, I think. This side is right side up and this side is upside down. But it's laid out landscape. It was bound in the book this way, but you'd have to tip it to see the map. So it makes it perfect for the junk journals. Oops. Okay. Oh, 8 1/4 is what I need. Unless I want to fold it again, but I don't because that's, well, it's at the bottom there. Yeah, I could. I'll fold it. I'll put it onto the upside down part. And I'll have to trim this part too. Alright, now I'm going to look for one of the index pages. I had some really cool green index pages, but apparently I didn't bring those in with me. I grabbed a stack, but I left the index pages out there on my bookshelf, so I'll have to get one and add an index page. I also have these pages that have like planet and star maps. Maybe I'll use one of these instead. This is cool, the topography map. I like that. Yeah, it has this on the back. I'm going to use this. Look at that. Topography map of the moon. That's really cool. Oh, I did bring the green ones in with me. Maybe for this one, that's that way. Okay, 8 1/4 this way. And then this way I will fold the sides. Okay. I might add more map pages because I like that other page that I had pulled. But we have digital pages. There are 5. So when I get my paper, I can print some from the others. So I can put 2 of each of these in a signature, and I would have 6 pages in each journal. And we have 4 right here, but I know there's 5. There were 5 earlier. And here's the other one. So that's 2 pages and 1 of the Tim Holtz. That's 3 pages in each signature. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a lot of pages in one signature. But we'll see how it goes. I have enough pages, plus I want to add wallpaper. So what I think I'll do is I will cut the wallpaper, 3 pieces of wallpaper, and then I will just mix and match. So not every signature would have wallpaper, not every signature would have map. And then whatever I leave out, I will put into the next book. But that's a good start. And once I get my signatures made, then I can figure out what kind of cover I want to do. I think that's a good way for me to go, because it'll get me going, because I can start on the signatures even if I don't know what I'm doing with the cover. Now I have these letters too. I could include a letter in a signature. That would be fun. This one's written on fancy paper, like a rice paper. Okay, we've got to start. Now, I made a little list of ephemera I can include. So I have receipts, really all I have to do is look at these, and it'll remind me of ephemera that I have that I purchased at flea markets. Receipts like this, I have several different ones. Photos and photo corners, tags, calling cards, green stamps, letters, like these kind of letters, vintage ephemera, fabric and lace samples I would like to do, like a sample card. Linen pieces, I could make pockets and embellishments out of them. Postage stamps, vocabulary cards, and there's so much more. So you can see why I'm overwhelmed by this task. And I thought of using the Kathy Holden ephemera stuff that I just got, but I probably won't. I'll use those in other journals, but for these Flea Market Fresh journals, I'm using her fabric, but I think I want to just include stuff that I have bought at flea markets, mostly, in these journals. So, let's see what else. I have labels, but I don't generally find them at flea markets, but I have vintage labels. Guest checks I don't get at flea markets, but I have some. So I may use any of these things. I got a bunch of labels at that antique mall that I went to. So I might be able to use them, but I might just print them, make a digital out of them, and use it that way. Oh, magazine ads. I definitely want to include some of those. Definitely. Yeah. So isn't this going to be fun? I'm excited about this. So I've got a good start. It's time for me to move on to my evening chores. And I have all day, I think, tomorrow to work on this. So I'm excited about that. Thanks so much for joining me today. Tell me what you think about this project that we're starting. And I hope that you'll join me for the videos. Thanks for watching. Have a creative day today. Bye-bye.